What if the way you start your morning could completely transform the direction of your entire life? Most people wake up and immediately step into stress, worry, and yesterday's problems. Their minds become crowded with fear before the day even begins. But there is a powerful truth hidden in Isaiah 43 that can change that pattern forever. In this message, you're going to discover how a simple morning prayer rooted in this scripture can shift your mindset, remind you of your identity, remove fear from your heart, and align your life with the purpose God designed for you. Most people wake up in the morning already carrying the weight of yesterday. They remember mistakes, disappointments, and problems that seem too big to solve. But the message in Isaiah 43 reminds us of a powerful truth that has the ability to change how we begin every single day. You are already redeemed. Redemption means you have been rescued, bought back, and restored to your rightful place. It means your life is not defined by the worst thing that has ever happened to you. It means your past does not have the authority to imprison your future. When God says, "I have redeemed you," He is declaring that your value has already been established. Many people spend their lives trying to prove their worth, trying to earn approval, and trying to recover from failure. But redemption means the work has already been done. When you wake up in the morning, you are not beginning the day as someone broken and abandoned. You are beginning the day as someone who has been claimed and restored by God. That understanding changes the way you think, the way you speak, and the way you walk into your day. Instead of waking up with fear about what might happen, you wake up with confidence because you know you are already covered by God's grace. Instead of allowing guilt to control your thoughts, you begin to walk in the freedom that redemption provides. Every morning becomes an opportunity to step forward without the chains of yesterday holding you back. There is another powerful declaration in Isaiah 43 that carries deep meaning for your life. God says, "I have called you by your name." This statement reveals something extraordinary about how God sees you. In a world filled with billions of people, it is easy to feel unnoticed, forgotten. Many people live with the quiet belief that their lives do not truly matter, that they are simply another face in the crowd. But when God says He has called you by your name, He is revealing that your identity is not hidden from Him. Your life is not random. Your existence is not an accident. Before you were aware of your own purpose, God already knew who you were. Your name represents your identity, your design, and your assignment on the earth. When God calls your name, it means He recognizes the unique potential placed inside you. It means your gifts, your personality, and your abilities were not given by chance. They were intentionally placed within you for a reason. Understanding that God knows your name changes the way you see yourself when you wake up in the morning. You are not starting the day as someone lost or directionless. You are starting the day as someone known by God, someone seen by God, and someone whose life carries meaning. The knowledge that God calls you by name brings confidence to your spirit and clarity to your purpose. When God declares, "You are mine," He is making a statement about ownership, identity, and belonging. Many people go through life searching for a place where they truly belong. They seek acceptance from friends, approval from society, and validation from achievements. Yet even after gaining recognition or success, many still feel empty because human approval is temporary. The words "you are mine" reveal a deeper reality about your life. They mean you are not wandering through life without direction or protection. You are claimed by the one who created you. When something belongs to a king, the king takes responsibility for protecting it, preserving it, and ensuring its purpose is fulfilled. In the same way, when God says you belong to Him, it means your life is under His covering. Your identity is not defined by opinions, criticism, or past failures. It is defined by the one who formed you. This understanding changes how you see yourself when you step into each day. You no longer see yourself as someone trying to survive the chaos of life. You begin to see yourself as someone under divine care. When fear tries to enter your thoughts, you remember that your life is not unguarded. When doubt whispers that you are alone, you remember that you are already claimed. Belonging to God means your life has value that cannot be reduced by circumstances. It means your purpose is connected to something greater than temporary struggles. The awareness that you belong to God strengthens your spirit and reminds you that your life is part of a divine plan. Fear often becomes the first emotion people experience when they wake up in the morning. Their minds immediately begin replaying problems, responsibilities, and uncertainties about the future. The human mind naturally focuses on threats, and without guidance, it easily drifts toward worry. But the instruction found in Isaiah 43 begins with a clear command: fear not. This command is not simply advice, it is a call to shift the position of your mind and spirit. Fear grows when a person believes they must face life's challenges alone. It convinces people that problems are bigger than their ability to overcome them. Starting the day with fear weakens confidence, clouds judgment, and drains the energy needed to move forward. When fear dominates the morning, it quietly shapes the rest of the day, influencing decisions, attitudes, and expectations. Refusing to start the day with fear means choosing a different mental foundation. It means recognizing that circumstances do not have the final authority over your life. Instead of allowing worries to control your thoughts, you begin the day grounded in trust and awareness of God's presence. This shift in mindset creates strength within your spirit. Your thoughts become clearer, your actions become more intentional, and your perspective becomes stronger. Fear loses its control when your mind is anchored in truth rather than uncertainty. Beginning the morning without fear allows you to approach challenges with courage, stability, and a deeper awareness that your life is guided by a greater purpose. Morning prayer is more than a spiritual routine. It is the moment when your life comes into alignment with purpose. Every day begins with countless voices competing for your attention: news, responsibilities, social media, and the pressures of everyday life. If those voices become the first influence over your mind, they begin shaping your thoughts before you even understand the direction of your day. Prayer in the morning changes that order. It places your mind in connection with the source of wisdom before the noise of the world has the chance to take control. When you pray at the beginning of the day, you are not simply repeating words. You are aligning your thoughts, your emotions, and your decisions with a higher perspective. Purpose is not discovered by accident. It becomes clearer when a person intentionally connects with the one who designed that purpose. Morning prayer creates that connection. It reminds you that your life is not just a series of random events, but part of a greater plan. In that quiet moment of prayer, your mind becomes focused and your spirit becomes steady. Confusion begins to fade because you are no longer trying to face the day using only your own understanding. Prayer allows you to invite guidance into every decision, every conversation, and every opportunity that appears during the day. When the morning begins with prayer, your priorities become clearer, your thoughts become more disciplined, and your heart becomes more aware of the direction your life is meant to follow. The day stops feeling chaotic and begins to feel intentional because your spirit is aligned with purpose before anything else begins to compete for your attention. Isaiah 43 also carries a powerful promise that changes the way a person sees each new day. God declares, "See, I am doing a new thing." These words remind us that life is not meant to remain trapped in yesterday's experiences. Many people wake up in the morning believing their future will simply repeat the struggles of their past. They carry old disappointments, old fears, and old limitations into every new day. Over time, this mindset creates the feeling that nothing will ever truly change. The promise of a new thing breaks that pattern of thinking. It reveals that every new day carries the possibility of fresh direction, fresh opportunities, and fresh growth. God's work in a person's life is not limited to what has already happened. His plans continue to unfold in ways that often begin quietly and gradually. Recognizing that God is doing a new thing changes the way you approach the morning. Instead of waking up expecting the same problems and the same disappointments, you begin to wake up with anticipation. Your perspective shifts from frustration to expectation. You begin to notice opportunities that may have previously gone unseen. Growth often begins with small steps, small decisions, and small moments of courage that slowly create larger change. When you wake up aware that God is doing something new, your mind becomes open to transformation. You become willing to move forward, to leave behind old patterns, and to step into possibilities that once seemed distant. The morning becomes a moment of renewal, where your thoughts begin to shift toward hope, possibility, and the unfolding work of God in your life. Isaiah 43 reveals powerful truths that can completely reshape how you begin every day. You are already redeemed, which means your past does not control your future. God knows your name, reminding you that your life is seen, valued, and designed with purpose. You belong to God, which means your life is under His protection and guidance. When you refuse to start your day with fear and instead begin with prayer, your mind becomes aligned with purpose and clarity. And as you wake up each morning, you can remember that God is always doing a new thing in your life, opening doors and creating possibilities that yesterday could never hold.